Hey y'all, Kristen here and welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in minimalism, simplifying, and healthy living, then stick around. So in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about boredom. It's the big word that everybody loves, right? This has been so challenging for me, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update and how I've been kind of starting to pursue this. So I've just been having a lot of anxiety and noticing that I'm not being as intentional about staying off of social media or just like sitting and not doing anything for a significant amount of time. I think sometimes too we can get so focused on our lists and our goals that we really forget that our bodies and our minds need time to rest, or we feel like, oh, like I can't just like be bored. Like our minds are constantly being consumed with so much information that when that information is quiet, we can't handle it. Like it's uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. And so I've really been challenging myself to be really uncomfortable because I feel like this was a great exercise to try. And so I just wanted to share some insights with y'all about that. So some of the ways that I've been practicing this practically is I have been literally shutting off my phone, shutting off my laptop, and sitting in my living room, in my bedroom, no books, no pens, no paper, nothing, no music, no screens, no social media, and I have just been sitting in quiet and allowing myself to sit there for 30 minutes or more and not doing anything, being aware of my surroundings, being aware of my thoughts, and to be honest, it has been life-changing. So life-changing. Number one, I've created a greater awareness of my surroundings, like using my 5 senses to gain an awareness of my surroundings and my space. Number two, I've become more aware of like judgments towards myself and others, which has allowed me to kind of shift some of that, and just being more aware of it, I've been able to like tackle and be like, okay, like this is maybe an area where I've been a little bit more judgmental towards myself that I wasn't even aware of. And now that I'm actually sitting in quiet and not constantly consuming, I can be more aware of that and more aware of areas where I may be beating myself up or just like being really hard on myself, and shift that, which also has improved my mood. So that's been great. The other thing is just sitting in silence has allowed me to also be more aware of like my thoughts and allowed so much more creativity. I think with, social media and with so much overconsumption of everything, creativity has kind of been like locked in this box and like stored away. And I feel like this has kind of like allowed me to unscrew that cap or take out that key and be more creative. Creative juices are flowing, and I've been able to like be more creative, whether that's like coming up with YouTube ideas, whether that's thinking more about things that I want to do, intentions, my thoughts, and just created such a greater awareness, gratitude, and creativity within my day-to-day life, which I love, because we're so consumed. I think sometimes it's so easy to be like, oh, I really like that TikTok, I'm gonna take that and copy it and change it a little bit, right? Like it's all about like what's like quote unquote trending, or like that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm totally guilty of doing this as well. But I think sometimes like, okay, let's not just do what other people do, and let's not just focus on what's like trending or what's popular or what we're consuming, and let's take a step back. The only way to really do that and to become more aware of your thoughts, to become more aware of your surroundings, is to disconnect completely. Whether that's shutting your phone off, putting it in a different room, whether that's putting it on vibrate and putting it in a high spot in the top of your closet that you can't easily access or reach, whether that's, doing this with a friend or a significant other and you both trying it is kind of a challenge. I find that maybe makes it a little bit more fun. But to be honest, this has been a very challenging practice. It's been 100% uncomfortable, but it's been well worth it because I've seen so many areas of growth within myself. So this is something that I want to continue to practice. I'll keep you guys updated on it as well, but I would encourage you all to just try it out. Even if it's trying it out for like 5 minutes and that's what you're doing, it's a great way to just start off with, okay, I'm going to unplug for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a half an hour. I've found that for myself, this is kind of what's needed, and I've kind of worked towards that. I'm someone that does do a little bit of like meditation, yoga, and those practices. So because I've been kind of pursuing minimalism, slow living for the past like 2 years, I have definitely learned a few tips and tricks along the way, become a little bit easier for me. And definitely start off with like 5 or 10 minutes, but I would encourage y'all to do this. It's been so helpful for me. And yeah, if you do try it, I'd love to hear about your experience with it. Please comment that down below if you're interested in trying it, or if you have tried it, you know, what are some of the outcomes for you? Guys, it is a beautiful day to simplify. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you guys in the next one.